Hello mga ka-RAMPAge! I am Joie and welcome back to my channel. Sa mga hindi pa po nakasubscribe, please do subscribe and don't forget na rin to like and share the video. For today's video, we will gonna have a tour around Cebu City. Pupuntahan po natin ang Sirao PGCS, ang Little Amsterdam of Cebu. Sisilipin din po natin ang sikat na Tops of Cebu. Dadaan din po tayo sa Temple of Leah and Taoist Temple. Didiretso po tayo sa Yap-SanDiego Ancestral Home, Magellan Cross, Fort San Pedro. We're gonna have a sip of coffee at 10,000 Roses Cafe. At titikman na rin po natin ang native dishes ng Lantaw Floating Restaurant. And before I retire to bed, susubukan din po natin ang Sky Adventure sa Crown Regency Hotel. Let's go! There are two gardens in Sirao. One is the Sirao Pictorial Garden and Camping Site, or SPGCS, and the other one is Sirao Flower Garden. Located at Barangay Sirao, Cebu City, these gardens are adjoining to each other. Unwind and escape your mind from stress. Let SPGCS be on your tour list. The place is permeated with flowers that append more life to the hedge and intensify the backdrop of your image. Sirao Pictorial Garden and Campsite is perfect for family bonding and pictorials. Nature setting is the principal notion to accord the guests of the mountain view, aroma of the flowers, the green trees, and the fresh air. Sirao Flower Garden, also known as the Little Amsterdam of Cebu, attracts more guests as it continuously improves and renovates the place. They feature more Instagrammable spots. These flower gardens are a must to see if you are doing a tour in Cebu. See a garden on top of the hill and be mesmerized. Who wouldn't want a memorable dining experience on top of the mountain with a bird's eye view, romantic airy feels, and finger-licking good foods? Owned by the Pages Group Holdings, Top of Cebu has been serving its customers a delectable Filipino dishes with a modern twist while giving them an astounding panoramic view overlooking the city's welkin. Temple of Leah is located in Busay, Cebu City, 20 kilometers away from Mactan Cebu International Airport and 11 kilometers from Cebu City proper. Constructed in the year 2012, it was built as an emblem of an infinite love and unabated faithfulness of Teodorico Soriano Adarna to his wife, Leah Villa Albino Adarna. The temple has an art gallery, museum, and a library where all of the favorite things Leah owned are placed. You can see a breathtaking view of the city and more exceptional scenery at the top as you walk through the temple. Though the Taoist Temple is not a tourism destination, this notable religious site established by the hill became well-liked because of its distinct structure and discerning charm even to the non-believers of this religion. Built by the Chinese Taoism community in 1972, the Chinese-style architecture cost them around $2,000 by then. Located in Beverly Hills subdivision in Cebu City, the temple gives a prepossessing panorama of the city's skyline and blue waters dividing the capital and Mactan Island. Tagged as a soul of old Cebu, Yap-SanDiego Ancestral home radiates the quintessence of an archaic epoch, a time already lived and long forgotten, as you can feel it in the squeaking wooden stairs and floors that suspire the strain over the years. Built in the late 17th century, this ancestral home holds a distinction of being one of the oldest houses in the Philippines. The Magellan Cross is a Christian cross planted by the Portuguese and Spanish explorers as ordered by Ferdinand Magellan upon arriving in Cebu to mark Europe and Catholicism's first contact with the island. The original cross is allegedly encased in another wooden cross for protection, as people started chipping it away in the belief that it had a miraculous healing power. Fort San Pedro is the oldest and smallest fort in the Philippines. It is a military defense structure built by the Spanish under the command of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. Today, Fort San Pedro is a blend of a park which serves as a hideaway in the middle of a busy city and a museum where visitors can learn a great deal about the history of Cebu and the beginning of the Spanish rule in the Philippines. 10,000 Roses is the most popular and sought-after cafe in Cebu after making a massive buzz in social media. Finally, this is the last stop of today's tour. It has been agreed at the start of the tour that the final stop should be a place where we can enjoy the food and somehow to relax. And here we are. Welcome to Lantaw Floating Restaurant. This is the only floating restaurant in Cebu. Come and dine in a very romantic ambience while savoring the flavorful Filipino dishes with scenic waters and sunset view. It's getting boring at the hotel room, and I felt the nightlife is so overrated. I decided to try the newest craze in town, the Sky Experience Adventure at the Crown Regency Hotel. After a sumptuous dinner with my godchildren, we are heading to the 37th floor of Cebu's tallest building yet, as I'm preparing myself to again conquer my fears. With the Sky Experience Adventure, one can have fun under the sun while enjoying the morning view of the city. Or you can try to reach for the stars while enjoying the twinkling lights of the Queen City of the South. I did the latter. Aside from the Edge Coaster, which claimed to be the world's very first and only amusement ride of its kind, where I am locked on a rail seat while the coaster goes around the 38th floor of the tower, I did as well the Skywalk Extreme. Situated at 126.55 meters high above the street, with an overhead harness, I can naturally feel high as I walk around the edge of the building. At the end of the adventure, a certificate of completion will be given as well. This is a must-try activity. Indeed, an adrenaline rush experience.